There's an internal problem, an internal conflict within the Indiana Fever. And it's because the Indiana Fever, their leadership, from hiring Stephanie White, a mistake, from allowing Stephanie White to bring in DeWanna Bonner and Natasha Howard, the biggest mistake they made was letting Erica Wheeler go. Some of you have no idea who I'm talking about, but Erica Wheeler was their backup point guard. She was the starting point guard at the Indiana Fever before Caitlin Clark got there. During Caitlin Clark's rookie season, Erica Wheeler lost her starting job and became the backup to Caitlin Clark. And I said it over social media when they went through the expansion draft. And when they went through, I was like, they got to hold on to Erica Wheeler. They have to. She is the person, and she's just a little guard, but she's pretty muscular. She's really tough. She probably plays for that alphabet team. I don't know. She looks like it, but the woman loved Caitlin Clark. The woman had Caitlin Clark's back. She was her ride or die. She was the woman that was the leader of the group that babysat Caitlin Clark all season. When Caitlin Clark was overly emotional, bickering with referees, needed to be pulled away from the referees, Erica Wheeler was the person babysitting Caitlin Clark and was the one person that, if you watched them last year, it's like, oh, if something jumps off, Erica Wheeler is going to handle it, or she's going to be right in the middle of it. And I was, for a glue person, for a team chemistry person, for a team leadership, because she's a longtime veteran, it was crazy to let Erica Wheeler go. It's impacted the chemistry on this team. It's removed a black player who was willing to be ride or die with Caitlin Clark. Stephanie White, the front office, they got no clue what they're doing. And they're starting to blame Caitlin Clark, and they're starting to say Caitlin Clark is the problem. Stephanie White last night benched Caitlin Clark twice. Final 2.5 minutes of the second quarter, about 5 minutes into the third quarter, she benched Caitlin Clark. And I have to say, it was justifiable. But it was an indication like, whoo, boy, things are really bad here. The coach is having to bench Caitlin Clark. In the third quarter, they're actually playing well. They get off to a good start. They break open the game up to double digits. Caitlin Clark is in the middle of a bad shooting night, and she comes down on a possession when they're playing really well, and Aaliyah Boston's got it going on, and Kelsey Mitchell's got it going on. Lexi Hole's having a good game, and Caitlin Clark comes right down court, and like 5-6 seconds into the shot clock, when she's already 0-4, 0-5 from three-point range, she jacks up a long-distance three-pointer that hit the backboard and may have graced the rim. And it was just a stupid shot. And Stephanie White immediately sent someone into the game for Caitlin Clark. I get why she did it, but it's an indication of like, there's a problem between the coach and Caitlin Clark. There's a problem within this team. She got benched at the end of the second quarter. She had 8 turnovers and went through a string of turnovers in the second quarter. There's like, I just never have seen Caitlin Clark, and I've been watching now 2 years at Iowa, 1 year in the NBA, this is 4 years of watching Caitlin Clark. Never seen, and she is a bit of a turnover machine, but never seen her with her shot not falling, the turnovers, the bad shots that she's taking that disrupt the offense. She is not getting better. She's getting worse. The environment in Indiana is toxic. Some of this falls a bit on Caitlin Clark, but most of this falls on, hey, you have a transcendent superstar player that's driving interest around the league, who's a terrific ball distributor, who's a terrific, exciting player that's filling up your arena. You got to make smart business decisions. You have to surround her in the right environment and find the right coach that can reach her, who can elevate her game so that she plays a smarter game and so that she gets her emotions under control. Because I'm about to get to my main point here. What has happened with this team, particularly with the exit of Erica Wheeler and then bringing in two players with big egos, Natasha Howard and DeWanna Bonner, is this team has said this year, and this, I believe, happened after the Barbie brawl with the Connecticut Sun 4 games ago. They had that brawl with the Connecticut Sun, and it's been off the rails ever since. Caitlin Clark had a very good game against Connecticut. 4 or 6 from 3, double-digit points, close to double digits assists, I think. Had a very good game against Connecticut Sun, but that brawl and that melee and all those events, this is me speculating, but I'm pretty good here. After that game, players on the Fever team said, hey, man, I don't want to babysit Caitlin Clark. We did that last year. I don't want to argue and bicker with the refs, and I don't want to have to pull her off from arguing and bickering with the refs, because the Fever have been complaining about the way they're getting officiated. And someone in that locker room probably appropriately said, hey, we're getting officiated in a hostile way. These officials don't like us because Caitlin is yelling and screaming at them the entire game, and they don't like it. And so the last 3 games, after someone on that team called Caitlin Clark out, the last 3 games, Caitlin Clark has virtually no engagement with the referees. She has virtually no energy. You can see it in her just energy on the court. She's completely different. She is now second-guessing herself. And some of this is appropriate. These are conversations that should have gone on during the offseason, and it's been a struggle since Caitlin Clark was in high school and junior high and in college about her energy and about her behavior, on-court behavior. Go read the Wright Thompson profile on Caitlin Clark that encapsulated her junior high, high school, and college career and what Lisa Bluter and Iowa were dealing with as it relates to Caitlin Clark and her on-court tantrums and the way she got upset with teammates and couldn't control her emotions. They've been dealing with this from the very beginning. And Stephanie White and the Indiana Fever and some of these Fever players have kind of said, hey, I got to focus on my own stuff without babysitting Caitlin Clark and dealing with all the consequences of Caitlin Clark berating the officials. Aaliyah Boston possibly is one of the people that complained, because if you've been following the Fever, Aaliyah Boston's been upset with the way she's been officiated all season. And it's been a storyline and a constant talking point. And they've clearly told Caitlin Clark, cut it out, pipe down.